Basta. Thank you. Supaya kama itano. Very well. Kamu boleh sentak baru? Apa itu dia? Boleh. Sentak, tidak boleh. Ini boleh. Oh boleh dulu. Boleh. Kalau di sini enak semua dengan. Kaget semua itu. Semua itu. Kalau saya lihat, Yeah? Oh, was it worried about it? Omar. Yes. Okay. First of all, we want to appreciate our UDA party. From yesterday, we have been up on preparations. Today in the morning, we have also been monitoring the entire voting process across the county. We had some few challenges at some parts of Soin Sigawit, that is Soliad Ward, where the polling center, Kaitui polling center, and at Soin, Cheramur, and Koitab Road. Those are areas that ballot papers have delayed reaching there, probably because of the road network. But I'm very happy that as it is now, we have finished the process. All the ballot papers have been dispatched to those areas. We had also had a small delay at Mogire Polling Center and Chungwamu in Victoria West. But I'm very happy because the party has resolved and the ballot papers are there all. Secondly, across the county, we are happy for the people of Kericho, and we really thank God for the amazing love of the people of Kericho. They have come out in their numbers to do this exercise. This is almost like a general election. It is a party primary that has never been witnessed in the history of this nation. The people of Kericho have come out in large numbers to vote for their candidates. And I'm very happy we've not encountered cases of disruption, hooliganism, or goonism as it is now. So we really want to say thank you for the people of Kericho and really thank God for the grace that He has given us this far. Thirdly, the process is smooth. We have interacted with the clerks. We have interacted with the presiding officers, the different agents of political players and candidates. And I would wish to say that this points that we really have well-trained clerks. We really have well-trained presiding officers. The county RO is in charge, and I'm happy, generally very happy with the way the party has addressed itself in this matter. Indeed, UDA has done its bit. It has organized these nominations in a very wonderful way, and we really want to thank God for the same. I know, and I want to ask our people, I know in some parts like St. Patrick's in Kericho and Highlands Primary School, of course, the party is using the IPC register of 2017, and sometimes you go, you may miss your name there, probably because you registered much later after 2017, and it's not out of anything fishy, but it's because the party sticks to the IPC 2017 register. But nonetheless, the voting is smooth, the voting has no problem, and so far so good. We really thank the party for the organization, and we thank sincerely the people of Kericho from the depth of my heart for turning out in numbers for this exercise. Perhaps the last thing that I would want to mention, this is my polling center, my wife is here, just for that. And the only thing that I would want to say at this point of time is that we continue to ask our agents, we continue to ask everyone that stay along at the polling center. If you can go home for lunch, you can just go for lunch or break, and then come back by around 6. Wait until the final tally is done. Then go home and celebrate your candidate. Just stay around and hang around. This is my home center. This is my local polling center. All these people are my brothers and sisters. We grew up with them. We went to school with them. We ate with them. And I want to thank them for the amazing, amazing love that they have shown to me and this exercise this far. Lastly, we continue to ask all our supporters across the county that the elections come and go. Indeed, we might have a very bruising political pattern, but as of today, whoever will win this election will be the governor of Kericho. And we should all be willing to work with the governor that the people have to through God's grace, we are confident, we are very confident through God's grace that we are going to win this race. We are going to win this race, and victory belongs to God and the people of Kericho. He is the one that has brought us this far. I want to sincerely thank the many volunteers, the many men and women of God that took their time to pray for this exercise. I know of so many of them that have been fasting for this exercise. And indeed, we always say that he sio uchawi ni maombi. Kwa ukweli ni maombi, and we thank God. So let's continue to exercise patience. Let's continue to exercise peace across the country as we move away with these nominations. And we really want to thank God. Thank you so much.
One question, just one question. We have seen 1 or 2 candidates stepping down in your favor. You have said that this has been a bruising battle. In case it doesn't go your way, are we likely to see you also supporting the winner at the end of the day?
Thank you so much. Yes, we start with my good friend, the engineer Fred from Kekelian, who was also a contestant for this election. And we agreed in principle with many other leaders and many other opinion leaders of Kericho that Engineer Fred has the same ideas with me. He has the same vision for Kericho like myself. So when we sat down, we agree on principle that Kericho is bigger than all of us. The agenda of development, the economic recovery and growth of Kericho is a shared posterity for all of us. And that is why we placed aside our differences or competition, and we decided to unite with the engineer Fred from Kipkelion, so that he is my running mate as it is. He's actually going to be our deputy governor, and I'll be the governor as it is. And so, as it is, that is where we reach with engineer Fred, and I'm happy with the reception the people of Kericho accepted this. It was a very big acceptance and a very big rubber stamp from the people of Kericho, and they say this merger is the best that we can ever have for Kericho. As to supporting whoever wins, I am a Democrat. I believe in the goodwill of people of Kericho. I believe in their wisdom and their intellect, that once they cast their votes, they know what they are doing. If they say they don't have confidence in Dr. Mutai, I would be the first one to congratulate my competitor and wish him well in their exercise, because this is a very fair exercise. But I also expect my competitors that if Dr. Mutai today, and there is a high likelihood for this to happen, is declared the winner of this nomination, I ask them not to go to independent. Let them not go to Azimio. Let them remain in UDA here, because we are a family. UDA is a family. After all this has been said and done, our party leader, the deputy president, is so focused to us now to make him the 5th president of this nation. And so I continue to ask my supporters, and we ask also our competitors, that after the end of today, the business that remains now is to push forward the agenda of Kericho. And that is why, together with Engineer Fred, we have the slogan Kericho Kwanza. And that is why we are saying, as politicians, we are not important. The people of Kericho are important than us, the politicians. And so, yes, indeed, we will, because this is a democratic free exercise. If our competitor is declared the winner in a free and fair, credible nomination exercise, which as this night looks like that, then we will be able to say thank you to the people of Kericho and support. We also expect them to respect the people of Kericho. And we expect them not to cause any chaos, not to cause any mayhem, not to cause any trouble, because we will submit to the will of the people of Kericho. Thank you so much.
The last question.
Yes, sir.
Unprecedented scenes witnessed in Kericho, where locals at some point decided to raise resources for you. Does it show where this country is headed in terms of Kenyans not expecting handouts from leaders, but actually identifying leaders and rallying around them to ensure that you actually get the leaders to the finishing line?
Thank you. In functional democracies, like the United States of America, like UK and the Western nations, we've seen volunteers, the people call them volunteers, and they're very critical in the campaigning process in the Western democracies. They will fundraise for their candidate. They support their candidate because they believe in the agenda of their candidate. The people of Kericho, and I'm very proud to say this, have demonstrated that it is a mature democracy. I wept in detail, not because I wanted to cry, but it is overwhelming when you see Mama Boga, when you see the shoe shiner there, when you see guys coming out in large numbers with 50 bob, 100 bob, say, you know, you carry our vision. You are our son. We know you will liberate us from this bondage. We've listened to your agenda. We have interrogated it, and you have persuaded our hearts that you are the best governor you're going to have. And they have really, really fundraised for me. It is not only Little where we had a fundraiser. In the ultimate, penultimate tire, when we were wrapping up our campaigns in Kericho town, next to Shiflings, we also saw a great number of our supporters. I even know some of them are border writers. My opponent had taken them to his home in the morning, and he had given them some good money. When they come back, they say, you know, we were giving this money to Takawa. We were giving this nusu ni yako, nusu taeka mafuta ya bigibi. That tells you that it's a mature democracy. And I'm very happy for the people of Kericho that they realize money, voter bribery, is a way of mortgaging away your quality health service. It's a way of mortgaging your education to your children. It's a way of mortgaging away your agricultural products. Because when you accept to be bribed in a voting exercise, and this has been the problem in Kenya, then you end up putting a leader there who is so selfish, who doesn't care for you, and you go in pain for another 5 years. So the people of Kericho, I want to admit that Kericho will be written in the history of this nation to have been the first county to demonstrate that it is possible to fundraise for a politician that you believe in. As for us, it is grace that we accept with a lot of humility. It is grace that we accept with a lot of humility. We continue to submit ourselves as Team Dr. Mutai, the equalizer, that we are going to equalize this county. We'll lift that downtrodden child there to sit on the same table with that man who has been blessed. All our children will have access, and all our people will benefit from the county government of Kericho, regardless of your tribe, regardless of your language that you speak, regardless of your family background, regardless of your religion. We all belong to Kericho, and Kericho belongs to all of us. Thank you so much. Yeah. So maybe one last one. Following the merger that we had, bado tunasi watu wetu na kwa ballot paper utapata ya kwamba china ya engineer Fred bado iko kwa ballot paper pale because tulifanya merger kama already the ballot papers has been printed. So we continue to ask our people that you only tick Dr. Mutai and you leave for engineer Fred blank. That is the humble request we are still requesting our people. Thank you so much.
Okay, maybe before you
yes, sir.
There's someone who might come and take for Fred. What are you going to do with that?
Yes, we didn't want to go there, but yesterday we swore an affidavit that whatever is casted for Fred, probably because information didn't reach there early, we swore an affidavit to the party that whatever will be casted to Fred will be counted for Dr. Mutai. But I'm happy, so far so good. Our mobilizers, volunteers in large numbers. People have donated more than 300 vehicles that are moving around the county themselves, they are managing the polling centers. They are educating people that fought for Dr. Mutai across the county from Kunya to where we are here today. So members of press, the 40 state, you are lovely guys. We thank you so much for reporting this without any bias. And I would want to sincerely invite you for lunch in my humble home here. Chebagal here.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Olia.